Madam President, I have come to the floor this evening to speak in support of the nomination of Joshua Kindred to be a United States District Court Judge for the District of Alaska. We were able to move forward with the first step towards confirmation of Mr. Kindred, but I just wanted to take a couple minutes and speak as to why I believe he is well qualified to serve in this capacity and deserves to be confirmed by the Senate with hopefully broad bipartisan support. I'm pleased that he's been willing to step into a new role for our state. Josh Kindred comes from Anchorage, where I'm living. He currently serves as Alaska's regional solicitor for the Department of the Interior. He's been doing a good job, a strong job for us there. Before joining the department, Mr. Kindred served as the environmental counsel for the Alaska Oil and Gas Association, as well as an assistant district attorney and violent unit supervisor for the state of Alaska. He also served as a law clerk to the Chief Justice Paul de Muniz of the Supreme Court of the state of Oregon. One way that you know that Mr. Kindred has good judgment, he went to the same law school I did, so it can't be all bad there, but he earned his Juris Doctorate from Willamette University College of Law. He served as editor-in-chief of the Willamette Law Review and certainly demonstrated great skills and abilities at that level. But I think it's important to speak to Mr. Kindred's biographical details to illustrate that his experience is both considerable and it's really relevant. It's directly relevant for this new role that he is seeking. And it's that experience in a host of different areas that matters for our state and I believe will help him as a federal jurist. Mr. Kindred's experience in civil, criminal, and administrative law at both the state and the federal levels, in both the public sector as well as the private sector, is exactly what we should be seeking in a nominee for a court of original jurisdiction, such as the U.S. District Court for the District of Alaska. Josh Kindred is no stranger to the courtroom. He's got extensive trial experience, which is, of course, important for operating a courtroom. His background also brings a welcomed and valuable understanding of Alaska's unique federal laws and landscape. He's got extensive experience in federal lands, mining, natural resource, oil and gas laws, and environmental laws and permitting. These are all things that are constantly litigated back home and that apply to so many of the important priorities that we have in Alaska. You often hear me talk about the fact that Alaska is different, it is unique, and certainly some of our laws, many of our laws reflect that. Not many are truly knowledgeable about ANCSA, about ANILCA. These are critically important to understand, and Mr. Kindred certainly understands them. That skill set, that operational base of knowledge on Alaska-specific laws and matters is really vital for our state. In addition, and perhaps of equal importance, Mr. Kindred has long called Alaska home. He was raised in our local schools. He's raising his young family there. He comes from good family. He's married into good family. He's a good Alaskan. He knows Alaska. He understands our state well. I'm proud of Mr. Kindred's continued commitment to public service and his willingness to serve our state. So again, Madam President, I would urge the Senate to confirm Josh Kindred. I know that he will do well in his new role as he has done in all the others that he has taken on. And with that, Madam President, I yield the floor.